I saw something online where some guy brought up, I think, a pretty good idea. You know how marriage is, there's this lifelong contract where so I'm big into sports, right? Have a situation where like people go into marriage and they have like a 3-4 year contract and they can always renew, or hey, maybe they get traded for a better wife, better
Yeah.
husband. I mean, I know this is kind of jokes and giggles, but
Yeah.
what do you think of that idea?
Um, Low-key, that'd probably be better on the pocket.
Yeah,
Like, instead of a divorce, it's like, okay, your contract's up. You can renew it
yeah,
or move on to the next number one draft pick. Move on to the next draft class.
yeah.
Um, I don't know. I mean, I feel like people do that now. It's just kind of more lucrative, like with divorce if you do get married. Same with I guess a lot of people are really like scouting prospects are cheaters, so I don't know.
Dude, imagine there being a trade deadline. It's like
That'd
coming
be
up,
crazy.
and you're like eyeing another chick down. Like, she'd be a
Yeah.
great addition to the team. Like, imagine it being like the Mormon church. We're all polygamists. Like, all right, it'd be a great addition, great 6 man off
Yeah.
the bench. When I need a bucket, I'm looking
I
at
got my
Haley
big
and I'm like,
man.
ooh,
Yeah.
we need a big man.
Got my stretch forward.
Stretch
My point
forward.
guard.
We need some points. We need some points down there. We need some heft.
Low key, when people be talking about rosters, I'm like, I remember back in the day, I might have had a roster, but I wasn't really like, what's it called? Very cognizant of it. I'm like, okay, I hit this girl up. She doesn't want to kick it. All right, I'll hit up this girl. But I feel like girls, they're low key. They be having
They be having a
Like,
way
they be
bigger
having their
roster.
money guy.
That doesn't get talked about enough.
They be having their positioned 1 through 5. They got their point guard, the guy that might
They got a
take them on
fucking.
nice
They got a
dates.
fucking notebook.
The guy that they fuck.
Noah, Jeff, Jake,
Yeah.
Jeremy.
They be having the
I rattle
stats.
off a bunch of J's, but they'd be like giving scores on how good they were in bed.
Yeah.
And just, whew, you see at least 20, 30 of these
100%.
guys. I mean, shit, imagine you having a girl and then you seeing that. You're like, dang, I'm like at the bottom list. I'm a 1.5 out of 10.
I'm like, she's tripping.
She's
She's the problem.
she is the problem at that point.
Yeah.
But
I guess I just don't fit her scheme. I'm the West Coast offense.
I'm the
she
West
might,
offense.
She might be a power Russian.
She's the what is it called? What is Texas Tech? The
air raid.
air raid offense. She just like a fly, bro. She's a volume shooter like you.
Yeah.
Except
I'm like, hey, I just don't fit her system.
we just don't fit the system.
I'm hitting that transfer portal. That's
I'm
that's
hitting the
what's
portal.
happening.
In the portal. But kind of getting on topic. I mean, sure, we can kind of go in different directions, but the marriage thing is kind of interesting, just because I've always thought about like, what can be solved? What can be solved there? I think the whole contract thing where you're obligated, through financial reasons, and then not only that, personal reasons, family, it can really break up a family through divorce and stuff like that. But that's aside from the fact. But
I think this is a hot take. I think divorce and breaking up is the natural order of things. But back in the day, there was a lot more that would keep them together. Religion, because like in Christianity, this used to be a Christian nation. They didn't really believe in divorce like that. And then also like back in the day, like women weren't really working like that, so they had to stay with the man. I feel like once you remove all those barriers, this is like what we're experiencing is kind of like the natural order of things. Like people would just break up. Because it's like, all right, shit, you got 5 kids, you have a husband in the 40s. It's like, all right, if I leave him, bro, I'm cooked. I'm 40 years old. I can't get
Yeah.
a job. Like,
Yeah, you're done
You're
with.
just cooked. But because of that, they just forced to make it work.
Yeah.
You might have done shit on the other side, but I think outside of what's it called, societal barriers, like relationships just aren't meant to be, or like most relationships just won't work because most people are just you're just goobers. Some people are just too sensitive.
Bro, I just get bored. I just
Some
like
people
after
get bored.
Yeah.
Some people change. Like you got some people after 10 years are like, oh, I want something new.
even just with friends, like, you have your friends when you're let's say preschool,
Yeah,
kindergarten. Very rarely are those friends gonna be, for the rest of your life.
no,
You
hundred
know,
percent.
you're in different environments, your personality
Yeah,
changes, you like different things, and vice versa. You guys like slowly drift apart. And I feel like in a lot of ways it's like that with in a marriage.
yeah,
You guys drift apart, and it needs to be said, like, you're
yeah.
just gonna get bored.
And I feel like most people they kind of settle too, because it's like, and I and settle it could be a good settle, like you really like them, but I feel like for it to really work, you guys kind of have to be like white on rice, like
Yeah.
kind of have to have the same personality, be very similar, same interests. Because then it's like, all right, that's your best friend too, which I hate when that corny ass couples are like,
I married
this
my
is my
best
best
friend. Bro,
friend.
shut the fuck up, dude.
I'm like, I've never been the
I've
type. I'm
never,
like,
like, come
nah,
on,
you're
dude.
my girlfriend. This is my best friend.
You're just some chick that I enjoy fucking a lot, a lot.
Yeah, I think it's like different. It's like I have my
It is
family.
different,
I
yeah.
love my family more than anything. It's like in a relationship, you love them, but it's like they're you like your friends a lot more.
Yeah.
You know.